So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, down inside the 40. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, CD.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time.
We're in the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 75 yards. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
18 Bradley.
Hurts. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Dragon 60.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On first down, Allen. Quick toss to Knox. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Eagles nothing. Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second down, back to Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Another run here with Sanders. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 43 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second down, back to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Bills 17, Eagles 7.
Ready, break!
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Left side, Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Hines. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get some.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That one, anything but a frozen rope to the outside, and it winds up an interception.
And these are the ones you hope for as a defender because he's got clear sailing in front of him to return this one a long way. And he sets his guys up in good shape with a terrific return.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 32 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Eagles 7. Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down is Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles 14. Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they take a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you
expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Sanders trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from 1 yard out. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Allen now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. But first down, Hurts. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He is determined not to make this a...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Hurts will throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Hargrave drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Come on. Hey.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 50 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is Hines. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final final seconds. They're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. You see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if... And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Fourth quarter this one was, well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing, it was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.